Hi everyone, my name is Becca, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm here with my September wrap-up. You heard me right, September. It's November, like the middle of November, and I'm finally doing my September wrap-up. I had a really crazy month in October. I've talked about this in recent videos, so I'm not going to go into it here, but I was sick. That's all you really need to know. Other stuff happened, but that's the majority of it. And I didn't feel like filming in October at all. So here we are doing my September wrap-up. Man. So I read 19 books in September. I don't remember, like, for the majority, I remember like my feelings and what I rated them, but I don't really remember stuff. A lot of it was rereads, so there's really not a lot I could tell you about these that I've already told you, and I have videos talking about these books that I will link down below. They are my weekly reading update videos that I try to do weekly. Doesn't always work out. And I've talked about the majority of these in those videos. I think there's like a few that I didn't talk about because I skipped a week, and that was like a reread week, so I didn't really have anything to talk about anyway. So yeah, I have my handy dandy notebook, my handy dandy iPad, and all the books in front of me. I do have a majority of the books that I read I already own, but some of these are going to be on my iPad, so bear with me here. Yeah, I don't remember anything else I did in September. I think Contemporary-a-thon was in September. Okay, I don't remember anything else. I don't even remember if I like played a video game or watched things or whatever. I don't remember a single thing. I don't even remember if I saw any movies. Did I see Lion King in September? Maybe. I think I already talked about it though. So I don't know. I can't tell you if I did anything else in September other than read, work, and sleep. There we go. Okay, so I've decided I'm going to do the backlist titles first and then get into the 2019 releases. I don't know why I decided to do it this time. I'm not going to have a whole bunch of different categories like I normally do. I'm just going to show you the backlist titles. First, of course, will be the rereads, and then we'll get into the other titles that I've read for the first time, and then I'll show you the 2019 releases, which aren't that many this time. Normally I have a higher ratio of 2019 releases over backlist titles, but because of the rereads, the backlist titles are, high this month. Okay, oh, that's why. September was the start of Sarah-thon. Now, yeah, it's coming back to me. Also because I have a whole bunch of Sarah J. Maas books in front of me and it didn't connect at all. You can see where my brain's been at. Okay, so we'll start with those. So, September started Sarah-thon, so we read the first 4 books in the Throne of Glass series. I don't have to talk about these. I've talked about them so much in the past. Like, this is my favorite young adult series. I love this series so freaking much. I can't tell you anything new. So, we read The Assassin's Blade. I gave it 5 stars. Loved it. Sam, love you. Throne of Glass. I upped my rating to 5 stars. It used to be a 4.5. But I'm going with 4. And I upped it to 5. I actually really liked it this time. Then I read Crown of Midnight, which used to be 5, and I dropped it to a 4. Man, do I hate Kale. Yep. Just going with that. Just going there this time. And then Air of Fire, which has my baby Rowan in it. And I think out of the most, this was the most tabbed. I did tab these quite a bit. As you can see, this is going to get heavier over time. Oh man. But yeah, I tabbed these up. And I feel like I mean, this has a lot of green tabs. You can't see that, of course. But this has a lot of green tabs. And that's because Rowan is an asshole. I've never said anything, like, I've always said that in Heir of Fire, Rowan is a complete asshole. But he has his reasons, and he makes up for it. Which is why I love him so much. And Kale is just an asshole. Just go in there. I do like Kale a lot more in Tower of Dawn, but any other time, don't really care. Alright, we'll go for the iPad first, because I want to get this kind of out of the way. These are like all over the place, so I'm sorry, but bear with me. Okay, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think it's just these. Okay. So I read Queen Takes Knights by Jolie Sue Burkhart, and then the second one in the series. This is books 1 and 2 in the Vampire Queen series or whatever. So the first one is Vampire Takes Knights, and the second one is Queen Takes King. I gave them both 3 stars. They were okay. It's a very, very smutty vampire series, and I like the vampires, so I was good with it. It's a reverse harem. I remember that. It's the queen and then her, you know, her blood, her vampires. Oh, man. It's been quite a bit since I've read the series. It's been a couple of months. I do have the 3rd book, which is Queen Takes Queen, which could be really good. I do have this one on my Kindle, so I know I want to read that. But there is, the series goes up to 4.5 so far. Is that even out yet? It's not even saying if it's out yet. How about... Okay, so book number 4 came out in April of 2018. So there's that. It's not telling me, though, if Queen Takes Alpha, which is book 4.5. Because I like to read novellas. That's me. I think it adds more to the series. So, yeah. So, yeah, I read both of those, gave those 3 stars, thought they were okay. They weren't the greatest things, but I'm still continuing with the series because I did enjoy them. So there's that. Okay, let's see. Then I read Lover Review. Oh, no, that's wrong. Wait. Oh no, that's not in the reread pile. Hold on. Then I read, I'm all over the place, guys. Bad Moon Rising and No Mercy, both by Sherilyn Kenyon. This is, I can't even remember I can't remember the numbers, like what books they are in the series. But they're higher up in the series, in the Dark Hunter series. This one follows Fang and Amy. Fang is a wolf, Amy is a bear. It's forbidden, but it's hot. And then we have Dev and Sam. Dev is a bear. He's the brother of Amy in Bad Moon Rising. And Sam is a dark hunter who is like a vampire-esque creature. Or a human who was a human turned dark hunter, which is vampire-esque. That's all I'm going with this. I've talked about this series quite a bit because this is one of my favorite adult series of all time. So yeah. Love both of these. I think I gave both of these 5 stars. Let me check. Yeah. 5 stars. Love them both. Okay, then I have Stone Cold Touch by, why do I have to even look at who the author is? What is wrong with me? Stone Cold Touch by Jennifer Armentrout. This is book number 2 in the Dark Elements series. I've been falling behind on my rereads just because I didn't read anything really in October, and then November is my like library month kind of, which I'm already failing at pretty much. Like, it's over there. Like you can see, I still have the books on my, so the books I need to read are still on the top of my why can't I point? The top of my TBR cart. And I still have quite a few. And I'm kind of failing because I already want to read books that are not from the library. But right now I don't care. I mean, I'm still reading library books, but not all the books that I'm reading are going to be from the library. So there's a sneak peek to my November wrap-up. Okay, but yeah, Stone Cold Touch. Second book in the Dark Elements trilogy, which is a reread because I've read the entire trilogy. Storm and Fury is out, and I want to read that. And that follows a character that I really, want to see more of. And it gets me back into this world, so I'm rereading them in preparation for that. Of course, I love this book. I gave it 5 stars. I don't remember why I could... Okay, so for me, like, when I was going into this for the second time, I was like, I don't remember loving this book. I don't really remember anything of this book, other than it follows Zane more. Zane is here. So, this is Zane and Layla, and, on the first book, White Hot Kiss, it's Roth and Layla. So, I prefer White Hot Kiss, right? But I don't remember why I was hesitating so much, because I freaking love this book so much. I gave this 5 stars. It was amazing. Like, you can already tell who I prefer. And this book has been out, like, the series has been out for quite some time. Like, this one was published, uh-oh. That's sticking. Oh, I don't like that at all. Or that. This book was published in 2014. I want to say this was before that. But okay. It was 2014. It's been for like 5 years. I could say I prefer Roth. And Storm and Fury will follow Zane. I mean, there you go. I'm actually really looking forward to it now after reading Stone Cold Touch. So there. Okay, now we have the books that I read for the first time, but were also backlist. Okay. Lover Revealed is on there because I wasn't sure if I had read this before, and I don't think I, added it to my Goodreads or anything beforehand if I had read it, so I'm just going to count it as a first-time read. This follows Butch and Marissa. This is book number 4, I want to say, in the Black Dagger Brotherhood series, and I love this series. Though I do hear it gets worse over time. Like, it gets, as the series goes on, it just gets worse and worse. So I'm really, hesitating to pick these up now, but I really want to read Lover Unbound. I kind of have a copy from my library. It's from Libby, so I read it on my Kindle, which is perfect. But I have the physical copy, but that's how I'm getting around it. Do you see how I'm, trying really hard to get around this? What is wrong with me? So, yeah, 5 stars. It's Butch and Marissa, and I really love their story. And, the series, even though it's only been 4 books so far, it's kind of been leading up to this book, for Butch and Marissa. I've been waiting, and it's amazing, so 5 out of 5 stars. Then, wait, this was a reread. What is wrong? Carry On by Ray Morrell. This was a reread. I gave this 5 stars, but I want to say, I want to drop it down to a 4.5. This was still really, really good, but for my second time, it wasn't as amazing as the first time. So I think I'm going to drop it down to a 4.5, but it's still rated as a 5 on Goodreads. So, still really good. Preparation for Wayward Son, which I started and just put down because I wasn't in the mood to read anything in October, obviously. I really wasn't reading anything, and I think I got 50 or so pages into that, and I was just I can't keep forcing myself to read a book that I want to love, but if I keep forcing, I'm going to hate it. You know what I mean? So I put it down just for that. So I will pick that up in the future, though. I am really looking forward to it still. But yeah, 4.5 stars. Still really enjoyed that book. Then we have Torch Against the Night by Sabatir. This is the second book in the Umber and the Ashes series. I want to say is this going to be a 6-book series or just a 4-book series? I can't remember exactly, but I have up to 3. I want to say it's just a 4th book, but who knows? I do follow Sabata here on Instagram, so I've been following her progress, and it's looking pretty good for book 4. But I really enjoyed this. I do really enjoy the series. It took me quite a bit to get into book 2, just because I didn't know where it would go after book 1, and I'm, like, really hesitant to pick up book 3 now, because there's stuff happened in book 2 that I was just like, oh, this is good, but oh, my babies. Like, this is gonna be so bad. But I still really enjoyed it, and it took, like, a supernatural kind of esque take in this book. Like, we have some djinn, so there's some mythical, I think djinn, was it djinn? I don't know, but I'm really happy. I think I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. Did I? What is wrong with me? Why can't I find it? Oh yeah, that's right. Oh no, I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. And yeah, we do get a supernatural element, though I didn't write down what it was, so damn. But yeah, 4 out of 5 stars, really enjoyed this, and I can't wait to get into book 3. I think the last backlist title, and then everything else is 2019 release, I want to say. Hopefully. Heartstopper Volume 1 by Alice Oseman. One of my favorite books of the month. I love this thing. I just loved it so much. So much. This was the cutest thing in the world. 5 out of 5 stars. Obviously, just hard eyes all around. I love this book. Okay. So now for 2019 releases, most of it was either from the library or on my Kindle, so I have to get out my handy dandy iPad for this. Alright, so here, let's just go to my reading challenge. Oh, there's like all of it right there. Okay, we'll start with this one, because I just want to get this one out of the way. 10,000 Doors of January by Alexi Haro. I think it's Hera. I gave this 3 stars, thought it was alright. I got an ER copy from NetGalley, which I greatly appreciate receiving that. I requested it and was granted an early copy, and I was just over the moon for it. I wish I loved it more. I just didn't feel like it was exactly what I wanted from it, so I gave it 3 stars. It was still alright. It's not going to be in my favorites of the list. It's not really going to be my least favorites of the list that I know of. I don't think I'm going to put it there. It's just a middle of the road book for me. It was decent. I liked it. Will I ever reread it? No. Will I ever buy a copy for my shelves? Sadly, no. Even though it is freaking gorgeous. It was. Okay, then we have Her Royal Highness, which, holy crap, you can't see. What is wrong with that? Okay, is this better? A little bit. Her Royal Highness by Rachel Hawkins. This is the second book in the Royals. I don't know if it's going to be a trilogy or a series or what. All I know is there's 2 books out so far, and that's all I know of. But I gave it... What did I give it? I gave it 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. It was a female-female romance that I could get behind, and I freaking loved. I think it was done very well, and I was hesitating like nobody's business, because you guys know, it has been hard for me to find a female-female romance in young adult, like, books, that I can get behind. No, that's the forefront, okay? That's, like, the main relationship. There are some, I can't give you any examples, but I know there were some that I liked side character-wise, but it's not, like, the forefront. It's not the main relationship, and I'm so happy that I found one that I did enjoy, and I do want to get that for my shelves, but I will be getting that, I think, in paperback, because the other book's in paperback. So, yeah. And then I read Birthday by Meredith Russo. Can you barely see that? I'm turning my brightness all the way down. That's a little bit better. Alright, I give this 5 stars. Okay, you know I'm on Goodreads and I could just see my rating. I don't know what is wrong with me. I don't know why I have to keep looking at my notebook now. But yeah, I gave this 5 stars. I freaking loved it. I think it's a book that everyone should read. Oh my god, it's heartbreaking, it's beautiful, it's just... I mean, I don't know about the transgender representation. I think it's done well. I'm pretty sure Meredith Russo, I believe this is Own Voices because I believe Meredith Russo is transgendered. I do have another book from the library on my TBR cart that is by Meredith Russo. I believe it's called If I Was Your Girl or something like that. And I believe that also follows a transgendered main character. And I love this. I believe Morgan and I can't remember his name. I can't remember. Morgan and Eric. So Morgan is transgendered and Eric is he comes from an abusive family, like an abusive father. And I'm telling you guys, like, I love this book. I love this book so much, but I cannot, like, give you another synopsis. I know I believe I give a better one in my, like, weekly reading update when I talked about this book. I love this book, 5 out of 5 stars. Again, I think it should be talked about all the time. I think it should be, read by everyone. Along with, I Wish You All the Best. I think those 2 books definitely going to make my favorites of the year. It's going to be really hard to decide my favorites of the year because I have so many 5-star books that I just absolutely loved. It's going to be so hard. I think... Oh, and then I think we have one more. Oh, wait. When did I read that? Okay, that's after. Okay, we're good. I think I have one more that I need my iPad for, and then the last 2 are just going to be physical books. So we have Vendetta Death by J.D. Robb. It just... Okay, I know I wrote this down. Well, wait. I could just look here. Among Goodreads, what is wrong? Got it. Start over. I read Vendetta Death by J.D. Robb. This is book number 49 in the series. Though there's well over like 50 or 60 books because of the novellas and everything. But this is book number main 49. And I loved it. I believe I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. Like, it's just... When am I not really with this series? Like, yeah. Oh no, I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. So... None of these books, like, I've read all 49 plus all the novellas, and I've never given one less than 4 stars. Never. That's how much I love this series. And if you don't know, J.D. Robb is Nora Roberts. This is her pet name for the In Death series. And freaking love this so much. 4 stars. Love this series. And I believe the new one should be coming out soon or something like that. But yeah. Alright, the last 2 books are actually a couple of my favorites from the year, or from the month as well. Yeah. They both got 5 stars from me. And I love them so much. So first off we have Tessa Dare's The Wallflower Rager. This is the 3rd book in the Girl Meets Duke series. Trilogy? I don't think this is the last one. But this one follows Penelope. This one follows Penelope, and then her next door neighbor, Gabriel. And I know Gabriel is trying to, like, renovate this house so he can flip it. I mean, this is, like, so old. This is, like, set in, this is an historical romance. This is set in the past. But he's already, like, flipping houses, or estates, or manors, or whatever. And, yeah, he's trying to fix up this house so he can flip it. And, Penelope because of how eccentric she is, and like all of her pets, you know, she takes in any stray pet that she can find, doesn't matter, and doesn't matter if they're injured, can barely walk, she will do anything that she can to protect and take care of, and I love it so much. And Gabriel wants them gone because they're an eyesore, and he can't sell this house if Penelope and they are there. Well, no, if the pets are there. He needs Penelope to stay because it'll help sell the house or manor or whatever it is. 5 stars, absolutely loved it. The romance was amazing. I just love this series. It's amazing. And then for a book of the month pick that I chose, I read Well Met by Jen DeLuca, which again I gave 5 stars. Love this book. It's a Renaissance fair romance, and it's just so cute. It's so cute. It's also like an enemies to lovers, like hate to love romance, which was just perfect. It was done so well, and I want to reread this. Like, I really, really enjoyed this. This was so good. Oh man. So yeah, that's all the 19 books that I've read in the month of September. I hope you enjoyed this wrap up. It's been a long time coming, but I enjoyed talking about these books, even minimal that I did, but I enjoyed myself, and I'm glad I got to this video already. So I will see you again with another video. Hopefully it will be my October wrap up, because I don't want to wait till December for that. Happy reading, guys. Bye.